Hello Internet, we're back with more Cataclysm. I'm not 100% what we were doing. I think we just read in the last episode. And I think I want to go out and explore because honestly, I'm sort of running out of things. I really don't know what to do with this character anymore. We have a lot of the stuff that I consider like requirements. Like we have a pretty good weapon at this point. We have gear that protects us well enough. Our skills are looking okay. I still would like higher tier tailoring, but we're not there yet. And I'm not going to sit here and grind, all day stitching the same clothes over and over and over because nobody wants to watch that. Everything else is pretty good. Like our mechanics is outstanding. We can build a vehicle from scratch. Our fab is very high. Our dodge is pretty good. Our cooking is pretty good. Piercing weapons is on its way up, of course. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what to craft. We have the Saiga. Honestly, at our current gear level, I feel like we could start moving into labs, but there are a couple problems with that. One, we've not found a lab in this particular playthrough, and we don't have a science ID card, and I've never broken into a lab. I've always used the cards. I don't think we have... we don't have a pickaxe or sledgehammer or anything that would make breaking into a lab really easy. We do have that home wrecker we made a while ago for smashing trees or whatever we were smashing, boulders I think. This has a very high bash. I think the sledge is only like 30 or 35, so it's pretty close to a sledgehammer. In fact, you know what? I bet we can craft a sledge because we have a forge now. We totally could craft a sledgehammer. Oh, 40 bash. That's crazy. Okay. It would require us to go searching around for labs. If we look at the roads, we're looking for things that kind of dead end, like there may be a lab right here. Although we're very close to town, I don't know that they spawn very close to town, but they typically spawn at the end of like dead end roads, so that may well be a spot right there. Here's a forested area. There could be something out this way. This seems to dead end. What's this? A trailhead. So there could be one like right here. We could do that. We could drive around for a bit. I would think we probably ought to load up more gasoline though. We're at 19 liters. That's a lot of gas, but I would like to top that off if we're going to go driving around. Plus we don't, let me think. We should install this headlight regardless. Where did I put... Didn't I put it separate so we wouldn't forget where it was? There we go. Grab that headlight. We'll throw that on there. Weld. It would be nice. I do think we're a little under-equipped for a headlight. What direct... This way? This way. Okay. Let's test that out just to make sure we didn't screw that up. Why can't I turn on the headlight? Stop driving. Is it broken? It's not broken. Why can't I turn on the headlight? Okay, well, we're not going to worry about this right now. Because why would we worry about that? I don't understand. Why is it not on the right tile? Or maybe because we don't have like a... Let's take that off again. Maybe we don't have like a quarter panel or something on there that we need to have. I think sheet metal is what you use for quarter panels. This is not something I intended to do, but let's real quick install. Let's do quarter panel. I don't know why that would have any effect on that whatsoever. But I can't think of any reason why a headlight wouldn't work. Okay. Do we use enter? Okay. Okay, well, I don't know. So we're going to leave this alone. Really don't want to go out without a headlight on. Why don't we explore some, and then in the next couple of episodes, maybe we'll go looking around for a lab, I think. Because I do think we're getting to the point where, like, we're not super geared. We're not really... There are definitely things in a lab that can still kill us and will still kill us, but I think that we are in a position where, you know, the scientist zombie, the average thing we're going to come across is not going to be able to kill us. You know, a scientist zombie will hurt us, but it's not going to kill us. Skitterbots and things are much more dangerous, obviously, but they're not. I'm not really afraid of them. And at this point, honestly, we've played for so long. If this character died, I would be just fine with it. Because we've kind of hit that point in the game where I gotta focus. Okay, toastums sounds great. Lots of calories. Because we're at that point in the game where, like, the most fun part of Cataclysm is those first few days. Those first, when you're really struggling to survive, when you really don't know where your next meal is going to come from, when every zombie has a chance of biting and infecting you. And we're kind of to the point now where, I mean, we have food, we have a farm up and running. It's not a great farm, but it is a farm. And, I mean, there's very little threat to us from the average zombie now. Let's stop here. That's the wrong button. The average zombie is no threat to us anymore. Hello. Speaking of which, I mean, we just, look, it's two to three hits on the average zombie. What is this? This is a handgun I don't think I've seen before. I know when we went to that glass shattering, when we went to 1911, best handgun in the world. When we went to that grocery store, there were ATMs there. I'm guessing those were shady zombies bursting through windows to come get us. But I'm not seeing them. There were ATMs in that supermarket that we could have consolidated our many cash cards. We have 31 cash cards at this point. Okay, so we're good. And of course I forgot. I walked right by them because I was talking about the Magic the Gathering thing and was, you know, having fun telling a story and let it slip my mind. So, what is this building? It's made of wood. It's just a house. Okay, we already have a hand loader's helper. Not a concern there. This is a pretty neat little map gen. Sugar will take. We don't have the means of actually getting sugar, I don't think, anywhere. We could, I believe you can harvest sap and turn them into sugar, but we're not. Gold in an open safe. There's a broken window. I don't really know where. Makeshift knife. No. You know, I bet we didn't bring. Oh, we did bring the folding knife. If we find a better knife, we'll pick that up and bring it with us. Steel drum of clean water. Gallon jug of clean water. Plastic bottle of clean water. I would love to take the steel drum. There's just no way that we can carry that. We'll take the funnel. Why is our volume so much? Did we not clean out our inventory before we left? Oh, the weapons, I guess. Oh, and we're carrying cardboard boxes, which take up a huge amount of space. Let's advanced inventory this steel drum back to the bike. Actually, you know what? It's too big. It won't fit in our trunk. So I'm not sure if this will even fit in our bike. Let's look at this thing. Unseen. Okay. 250. Yeah, it'll fit in there. So we'll take that because it's always nice to find a really large container item. Right to left. It's very yeah. Oh, why? Oh, because I should go to all, not. Why it says there's nothing, but there is something. There's where I don't understand. It's right here. It says there's nothing there. Don't do this to me. It's obviously right here. Let's see if we can take this more than one step. We can. We'll drop it again. It's still not showing up. I changed our sound pack back to, we're just gonna wait. I don't understand why this is not showing up. South sidewalk. It's right there. I don't get why it's not showing up anymore. Oh, it's there now. Okay. Over here. I don't know what's going on with that. I did change the sound pack. I was not a fan of the Coag sound pack. I had put it on because I thought it would be nice to have music in the background while we're playing. But I've been adding music manually for a while anyway. And I prefer the music to be very, very quiet in the background. So I thought, well, kind of what's the sense in putting in music in the background of Cataclysm when it's not, like, no disrespect intended, it's just not really exceptional, really, and it kind of conflicts because I usually turn the sound effects way down, and then I manually insert music, and I have my dialogue be pretty loud. What is this thing? Look through peephole. Okay. Usually I have my voice pretty loud, so I figured, rather than trying to balance an in-game dialogue or in-game volumes that I'm just going to turn down anyway, it would probably be more prudent to just do everything manually anyway, because I've already been doing that. So I did go back to the chest hole sound pack, though I'm noticing the breathing sounds are breathing, and one of the reasons I wanted to go back is because the heartbeat sound is a lot easier to hear than the breathing sound when you're low on stamina. So it's a real easy way to, like, I hate the heartbeat sound, don't get me wrong, it's very annoying, but it does immediately tell me, hey, you've kind of overdone it with the stamina, immediately. I don't have to worry about, like, straining myself or anything. Are these all silver, I guess? Gold? So we will take those. Probably ought to grab an umbrella. I think we have one. We need to empty our inventory. I don't know why I brought so much stuff. So we don't need a funnel. Brought the welder. Shouldn't have done that. Tailor's kit. I'm worried that if I drop this stuff, I'm going to forget about it. Oh, we're also... Okay, we're carrying all of our clothing. That's what it is. So we're down to 13. We have these weapons still we need to drop. Down to 12. We're going to wield the spear again. Get that out of our inventory. We're down to 9. I mean, that's okay, I guess. I'm going to pick up these holy symbols. What's the candle stick made of? Gold also. We'll take that. Again, I don't know really what you use gold for other than reloading bullets, which I don't know that we're ever going to do. But we'll take it. Who doesn't want to have a pile of gold? We'll also take the leather jacket, because I don't know that we really have anything that we can harvest leather from. You bit me. Thermos we'll take, even though we have a bunch. Almonds we'll take. We'll take the roach. Drop everything else. We'll keep the almonds. I mean, we did eat a lot of calories earlier, but we'll keep them on us just so we have something to snack. I see we're peckish already. Yeah, there's not much to find in a church in the game, so we'll just move on to the houses. If we can find a door. You look scary. What are you? Skeletal dog. Moderately injured. This once canine has shed all of its skin, revealing a carapace of fused bones and ribs. Devoid entirely of flesh, this walking suit of bone seems to be controlled by a net of veins and sinews which pulse with glistening black goo. Well, that's the stuff of nightmares, I guess. We're gonna... Critical. Okay, well, he's gone. I was very worried about it for a second. Okay, so there's a horde in here. Honestly, none of them so far are very scary. We'll retreat, of course, as necessary. You hear shuffling. Whoop. Save the game by mistake. That's fine. Okay, stop running. I think I'll do a video this week on crouching, like just the basics of crouching. I mean, it's a new mechanic that we... So I was recording, I don't know if you care or have watched it, but I was recording a weekly episode where we talk about all the new things that have come to Cataclysm over the last 7 days. Like all the big stuff that kind of was, you know, interesting that the average person might not realize came to the game, that sort of thing. But then I realized that that's like a lot of work for talking about, you know, 2 or 3 things that are kind of big and then a few things that are small. None of them are very scary. We're just going to stand here and deal with it. Unless a brute pops out of here, we're going to be just fine. Ripping the rucksack is a little concerning. Why don't we back up some from these camp because we're grabbed. Next time we see a tough zombie, we should back off instead of fighting them toe to toe, because they do deal quite a bit of damage to our clothes. You'll see our rucksack once again is damaged to the point where I don't think we can repair it. Thankfully, it seems like every 4 or 5 zombies drops one. Do we smash these? Smash everything first, in case it takes a long time. Nothing. Cell phone can be unloaded. Funnel will take... We'll take a pocket watch, I guess. Cash cards. Meth. Another, see, speak of the devil, there's a military rucksack. So we did just replace the one that was damaged. Another funnel. We're finding a lot of funnels today. That's the 3rd funnel we found since I started playing 15 minutes ago. Let's unload everything. MP3 player is off, but you can now unload the charges. Can't unload a cell phone. Okay, well, then why was it in the menu as unloadable? Are we still sprinting? We don't want to sprint. Walk. Yeah, so I don't know that I'm going to continue doing the weekly Cataclysm. I think it's going to get renamed the Experimental Cataclysm, and then we'll talk about things in a sort of tutorial type way. I'll spend some time learning new mechanics and then trying to explain them to you guys, y'all. Like you know, we got the crouching mechanic, and I basically just said, hey, there's a crouching mechanic now, and that's like not a very... That's not a good evaluation of changes coming to the game. That's like really lazy, and you know, I don't want to do that. So I thought, well, if I, instead of doing that, maybe whenever a big change comes down the pipe, I'll spend some time kind of learning how it works, and then I will relay that as best I can to all of you. You know, just say, hey, you know, so they updated the crouching system. Here's how you crouch. This is the button for crouching. You know, here's where you can see how much cover you have. Here are the drawbacks to it. You know, like a really basic, you know, nothing super crazy, but also stuff that some people will find useful. Same thing with the new batteries, right? They're not like super complicated or anything. But for people who've never seen these things before, they're going to look and be like, why did I get these instead of regular batteries? What do I do with this? Like, how does this work? So, I don't know. Maybe do that. It seems like a lot of work. I don't know that I'm a big tutorial guy. I did want to do a Let's Mod series because that's really easy to me to do. A lot of the modding stuff is very easy, very straightforward, a lot of plain English, very easy to understand type stuff. I don't know if I would be good at like a real tutorial series where I'm talking about gameplay mechanics. Because I'll be honest, I don't think I'm very good at this game. I guess I'm better than some people, but probably not most people. At the end of the day, the only thing you need to be good at Cataclysm is patience and kind of being cautious instead of just willy-nilly doing whatever you want. Art place we're not going to check out. There's dollar store, we already did that. Cemetery A, that may be where some of the horde came from. None of these buildings are good. All of these are garbage buildings. I think it's because of the one mod I have. I think it built, like if you look, there are so many pavilions. Like look, there's a pavilion, there's a pavilion, there's a pavilion. There's so many of these, empty buildings, empty lots. I don't really understand. Well, I don't understand where they're all coming from. We want to avoid the arcade at all costs. It'll be full of child zombies. What's our inventory look like? 25. I guess we'll head back to the bike and unload. Yeah, I just don't know what to do with this character anymore, so I'm just, I guess, looting, because looting is more interesting than skill training. Sitting around the base reading and answering questions is fun, but I don't think that most people really want to watch me sit around the base and do nothing. Thump, yes, okay, well, I thought he was hitting my bike. He wasn't. We're going to run. We're going to wield our Saga. Okay. You got me. This is a problem in the dark. I don't know what to do here. Fighting a brute up close and personal is rough. I noticed we got bit somewhere along the lines. I don't know when that happened. I often miss these color-coded limb things. This blue means that we've been bitten, and if we don't take care of that, it will become infected and we will die. Do we just drive away? Honestly, isn't that what we do here? Maybe we move over here, we shoot a shot to get their attention, and then we run around hoping that they go towards the shot, and we pop on our bike and just drive away. Because it's not that we can't take a brute, because we 100% can. It's just we don't really have, in the dark, we can't really shoot them. We would have to engage toe to toe, and because every hit that they have that really strong knockback attack, we really don't want to fight them up close and personal, because they will bounce us around, and then if they hit you and you run into a wall, it deals extra damage, and it's a whole thing. So I think we'll just head back to the base. Probably should zoom out while driving. Is this our house? Sure is. Pull up here. We'll just park it by the forge. Okay. So I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. Not super exciting. I mean, you did get me. Let's go take care of that bite right this second, or I will forget about it, and then we will die because I'm an idiot. What am I looking for? Disinfectant. We'll take one bottle. Activate. Disinfectant. Right arm. There, we took care of that. Go ahead and drop those. I'll drop all that. I guess we'll keep a first aid kit on us. Honestly, we're always so close to base, it never really seems to matter. Let's go back to wielding the spear. Yeah, I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. Yeah, I don't know what we'll be doing in the next one, but it'll be something. I mean, right? It'll be something. So Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, maybe click that like button. If not, I totally understand. I'll see you all next time.